Well, finally, in our Inspiring Kids series, students from across the country are hitting all the right notes, following the rhythm and sounds of the king of jazz. For these young musicians, it might feel like the Super Bowl of jazz.
Being at Osceola Ellington is just such an incredible experience.
15 high school jazz bands from around the country assembled together recently at New York City's Jazz at Lincoln Center for the 29th annual Osceola Ellington High School Jazz Band Competition and Festival.
Osceola Ellington is this weekend the finals of a year-long education program we run here out of Jazz at Lincoln Center. The program itself runs all year. It's free to schools all over the world. Ultimately, we want to raise the standards of playing jazz for school bands and students, not just in America, but all over the world.
The finalists were selected for more than 100 high schools. And this year is super special. The students are commemorating the 125th birthday of jazz legend Duke Ellington, for whom the program is named for.
I think that Duke Ellington is one of the most unique and amazing jazz composers.
A pianist who is regarded as one of America's greatest composers of all time, Duke Ellington was one of the originators of big band jazz. He composed thousands of musical scores in his 50-plus year career.
I think that just the way that Duke wrote so much unique music, it just makes the style of his writing so timeless.
Jazz is a kind of music characterized by swing rhythms, rooted in the blues and often improvised. It also happens to be the music I played as a high school performer.
You can't really describe it. It's just a feeling.
To me, jazz is like the ultimate form of self-expression.
It's the music of America, and I feel like it helps me connect with the people around me.
17-year-old Samuel Chung became interested in jazz when he was 10. During one of the jam sessions, the teen performed his take on one of Ellington's classics, It Don't Mean a Thing. A song first recorded in 1932, but remains a well-known jazz standard.
I think Duke's legacy has really impacted me because it's really set a solid foundation for me as a musician. Duke's music has really taught me a lot on how to present myself well on the bandstand, and it really exposed me to what good music sounds like.
Caroline Castro credits her teacher for introducing her to jazz. The 18-year-old featured her tenor saxophone skills playing Duke Ellington's Perdido.
I think jazz is like a way to speak without words.
These students hitting all the right notes, keeping jazz, a uniquely American form of music, alive.
My message to students is to really enjoy the music, and it's also really important to practice.
My advice to kids who want to get into jazz is definitely don't be afraid. Everybody who plays jazz loves it. It's so special and one of a kind that it's just like, wow.